Well, hello, welcome to a vlog. Jess and I are actually on our 10-year wedding anniversary trip. We never did a honeymoon, we never got around to it. So this is the closest to a honeymoon we've had. And they actually gave us a happy anniversary card on our bed when we got here. So where we are at is called the Delaterra Mountain Chateau in Estes Park, Colorado. We came up here because A, I wanted to have a fancy hotel suite, and B, I want to go to the Stanley Hotel, but I didn't want to stay there because they don't have air conditioning in their spooky rooms and you have to reserve them so far in advance. We are going to go there tomorrow though for a tour and for dinner, so I'll make sure to pick up some of that as well. But for now, let me show you this suite. This is the Horizon Suite. All of the suites in this place are different. They have similar amenities, but they're all different in how they're decorated. And depending on what floor they're on. So we are on the top floor. Let me just show you from the door. So this is me coming in from the door. We're right by the bar, which is nice. Here is the little entryway table with the, the standard hotel stuff, plus the not so standard be berry aware. And then we go into this hallway, and then here's the bed. The king bed is actually rare for this place. Most of the suites have queen size beds. We just happen to have one with the king size. I didn't know that. It doesn't tell you. It just says that all beds are queen except for a few on the top floor. And so we got one. Woohoo! Over here is a closet-y wardrobe situation with this awesome old school suitcase up here just as decoration.
Stuff inside.
Huh?
It's probably got haunted stuff inside.
Haunted stuff, ironing board and luggage thingy. And then in here is just, basic closet stuff, plus like a lockbox. The drawer has extra blanket. And there's just, lamps, beautiful painting, and then an air conditioner. Over here is, a little bench with all of our shit because we haven't done anything with it yet. And then out the window is one of our views. There's my husband.
It's another one of your views.
Another one of my views. So this thing is a gas fireplace, which we've already tested. It's summer, so we're not going to really run it, but if we want to, we will, maybe. And then the bathroom is fucking magnificent. So you've been hearing the water feature, this little waterfall. Here is the gigantic bathtub. The other side of the fireplace, we've got a mirror, towels. I wonder if there's anything in these drawers. Hair dryer, nothing. But there's some, amenities. Beautiful sink. Even a special makeup towel, mirror, more towels. This amazing shower. Look at that. So cool, so fancy. And then, like I said, there's the water feature. Bathrobes, which will likely not fit Jesse and I, but we might as well try. And then a potty closet with no door, which does kind of bum me out. And then there's a sitting area. We are gonna get breakfast in bed, it's included. And then in the sitting area, we've got a couch, an ottoman, a fridge, a bunch of TV stuff, Keurig, a water carafe, and they have a place where you can go get the well water, so it's like delightful water. But then the awesomest part out here is our view, little table, and a 2-person hot tub. Look at that. Anyway, so we're probably gonna go swing by the happy hour at the bar, and then We have dinner reservations at 8, which is in about 2.5 hours. So just chill out for a bit. We got to go return our breakfast menu because we need to have it in before 9. And then just relax. Had a lovely breakfast as part of our stay here, and we are going to go into town and do the river walk. This afternoon we have reservations at the Stanley for both a tour and dinner. So we're just gonna go wander around. We're both super relaxed, am I right? Relaxed?
Yes.
Which is not a state either of us are in very
No,
often.
I'm not used to this. It's a little unsettling to be so settled.
Come and play with us, Danny.
Come on.
Well, hello. It is Wednesday and I am home. We actually got home yesterday. Our original plan was to leave the hotel after checkout at 10 and then go through Boulder and maybe stop in Boulder and have lunch and then come home. But by the time we left, Jess and I were both exhausted. I actually was super itchy. My fistula access and everything was super itchy, so I took Benadryl and passed out. And then when we got home, we both slept for like the whole rest of the day and then did dialysis yesterday evening. So today we're both getting back to work. And I wanted to just check back in with you to end the vlog. So relaxing, so relaxing. And this is a big deal for both of us because neither of us, Jess and I, are good at taking time off completely and relaxing. Even when we take time off, like with the kids or with like Layla around or having family over, it's still a busy, busy, busy time. And this time, even though we walked around and did some stuff, we're both relaxed to the point where neither of us really knew what we were supposed to do. Like we were like, what do you do when you're this relaxed? This guy is very glad we're home. He was ready for us to be home. Am I right, my man? Am I right? He's like, fuck off. Anyway, so yeah, the Stanley Hotel was great. I would love to stay there at some point. The food, it's pricey, but holy shit. So Jesse got a filet flight. So it was 4 ounces each of an Angus filet, a bison filet, and a Wagyu beef filet. And My God. We got some whipped potatoes and some burrata, and oh, it was just delightful. It was expensive as fuck, but that was like our big anniversary dinner. So, okay. But the Cascades restaurant at the Stanley is awesome. So 10 out of 10 recommend. We did the Shining tour. There are multiple tours you can take there. The one we took was specifically the Shining tour, and we got to see some of the places where they were filming stuff, the miniseries, not the movie. If you go to the Stanley Hotel, they talked about this, and I knew the answer to this already because I'm like a fucking whack-ass Stephen King fan, but the Stanley Hotel is where Stephen King was when he got inspired to write The Shining. And this is before he was super famous. And he was the only guest. He and his wife were the only guests in the hotel at that point. So he was super, super scared. He had some terrible nightmares. The Overlook Hotel in the Kubrick movie with Jack Nicholson is not the Stanley. It is a hotel in Oregon and a soundstage in the UK. So our tour guide even said that there have been people really upset when they come for their Shining tour and they find out that it wasn't filmed at the Stanley. It was inspired by the Stanley, but not filmed at the Stanley because I have to keep switching my arms. I'm sorry. Because of Kubrick's vision or whatever. It wasn't going to work for him. However, the mini series that came out in the 90s with Steven Weber and Rebecca De Mornay was filmed at the Stanley. And it was actually, they actually spent quite a bit of money renovating the Stanley. The production paid for it in order to film there. And so I recognized a lot of the spots. So that was really cool. And they took us to the cabin, the caretaker's cottage, where they've recreated some of the stuff from the Kubrick movie. It was a really fun tour, and then eating afterwards was really great. The grounds were fun to explore. I super recommend it. I think the other tours they do are like a historical tour and like a ghost tour. Although with the Shining tour, we actually got some of the ghost stuff as well. Anyway, so we had a great time. I do not regret doing it whatsoever. We have talked about needing to schedule a weekend away, maybe not this expensive, but a weekend away a couple times a year just to get away. We don't do this. This is not something we do. The closest we have done to come to this was both when we drove out here, and that was also moving, and also when the kids went to summer camp. One of the times we drove them, as well as a bunch of other UU kids, to summer camp on the coast, we spent an overnight at a hotel in Fort Bragg, and that was lovely. But again, it was part of something else. We don't do things just for ourselves very often. And so if anything this video gives you is to remind you that no matter how small, doing something for yourself, just for the relaxation of it, is worth it, even if it's really hard to bring yourself to do it. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, my friends, peace.